If you find it difficult sewing circles, straight lines, and zigzag lines as a beginner, then this is what you need to do. Get some paper or fabric and draw your zigzag, draw your straight line, and draw your circle. Okay, this is the first step. Do this, then let's go to the sewing machine. Let me show you what to do. So the secret to achieving straight lines while sewing is to use your hand to control your paper or your fabric in the direction to go. Don't just place your fabric on the sewing machine and just sew. Pay attention to your fabric and use your hand to control it. When you do this, I promise you, you are going to sew on a straight line and sew on the line that you intend to sew, whether you are sewing a straight line or a circle or a zigzag. Okay, so pay attention to this video to see what I'm doing. With consistent practice, I promise you this will become easier. Practice this as much as possible and you see that it will become easier for you to do. So as you can see how I'm using my hand to control my paper. I'm not just letting it move on its own. That is simply the secret. Using your hand to control your paper or your fabric. Nothing else. And you get perfect stitches each time. And make sure you pay attention. So as you can see, my stitches are straight. This is what you want to achieve when you are done with yours. So let's start with our circle. The circle is basically the same process to just using your hand to control your paper or your fabric in the direction to follow. Just that while sewing your circle, you don't need to rush. You need to be slow, a little bit slow, and pay attention. Okay, don't rush while sewing your circle. Just take it easy and use your hand to turn your paper or your fabric, whatever it is you are stitching, and it will come out looking nice. How you achieve that perfect circle. As you can see how I'm using my hand. That's the secret to sewing. Your hand. You control your fabric or your paper with your hand. Nothing more. So you see how neat my circle is. That is it. Has to be. Then for our zigzag, to achieve that sharp edge on your zigzag stitches, what you need to do is leave your needle in. Okay, when you get to the edge, leave your needle in, then turn it over, lift your footer up, then take it down and start sewing again. When you do this, you achieve a perfect edge on your zigzag stitches. Leave your footer in and turn it and start stitching again. That is simply the secret. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. Leave your needle in, lift your footer up, press it down again and start sewing. That is it. And when you do this, you will achieve sharp edges on your zigzag stitches. So this is the last one that we are sewing. Remember what I said about sewing your zigzag stitches is to when you get to the edge of each stitch, you leave your needle in, turn it and then start sewing again. So we are done with our stitches. This is our circle, this is our straight line. Can you see how straight it is? This is our zigzag. So practice this consistently and